This is Irontrader. Now the pit's closed here at 2:30, and that was about 20 minutes ago. So we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell a stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily chart. Now we can see here what happened is Friday we had a nice green candle. It went up, made a higher high, and it closed at 83.11, just right at that resistance level at 83.12. Now today it came down. Let me just bigger up a little bit here, easier to see. Okay, it came down and you held the half of that candle, okay, which was very good. So today's low was 82.60. So if we just take the candles going across here, you had 82.48. Okay, so we're very, very nice in this support level here is what that candle held. Okay, that's always good. And then it popped up and it closed above this 83.12. Very, very nice. Okay, very, very good. Okay, so now what we want to do when the futures open here at 6 p.m. or tomorrow morning, but make sure check it there at 6 p.m. What you want to watch is the high and the low and the closing. So the high was 84.49, the low was 82.60, and it closed at 83.83. Okay, so that's where you're basically at. Now, what we want to do, if this goes higher, what we want to do is just look to the left of the chart here. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. For what we're going to be doing, we already came across over above this level. Here's that 83.60 level. Okay, and then here we come up to the next level. Now we're going to have 85.30. Okay, and then we come up here, you have 85.59, and then we're going to go look right there, 85.90. You bring that price channel right across. That is going to be your next target here if it keeps running right on up here. Now, again, if it keeps on going higher, well, we can look right here. You have 87.75, 88.33, 88.57. You have 89.54, and then their next level is 89.85. But right now, what we're doing is it keeps running. We're looking for this level right here. This is that 85.90 level. So even if it gets right in that 85, that's going to become resistance a level here. Now, what we have here on the downside is, well, now what you always want to watch is you want to watch that price channel, which is top of this candle. That's at 83.12. And we want to watch this other key level, 83.21, which was Friday's high. Okay, so those are the two levels that we want to watch. Okay, if that's lost, then what we'll do is we'll come to today's low at that 82.60. Okay, and then what we'll do is next is going to be this 81.88. Okay, so that will be very, very crucial. And then again, if that's lost, we can come down here, 81.22 here. And then we'll come right down here to your 21 SMA here at 80.51. Okay. Now, again, if that's lost, we can come down to your 200-day here. You come down to your 50-day here. But realistically, we just have another good box area. So when we were over here, okay, I pointed out the top of this candle. That's 79.29. Then and the bottom of this candle here was 75.52. So we were trading this box right here. Okay. Trading the old box. Then we jumped up here all the way up to there to 80.85, and then we're trading this box here. Okay. Now, then we went up from here. We went all the way to that 83.12, and then we were trading this box for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. Now we made another higher high, and we might be able to go sideways and maybe have another box higher. We got to see if this is going to be the high right now. 84.49. I'll be looking here for that 85 level here. So it does scoot up a little bit. Look for that 85 level here. Okay, so that's what you're kind of like going for. If not, it could be sideways, just like we have here, where it comes down, just makes another box trading range here. Okay, and then she just takes the next level. It might not have to run all the way up here. Eventually it will, but not right now. But the chart, really nice. Look at all the bullish pattern, that series of higher lows. Look at your 50-day on up, all the way. Look at your 21-day on up, 8-day on up. Very, very bullish chart going on here. Okay, so any kind of a pullback is a buying opportunity here. Okay, so it was a really good scalp for me there today in the UCO. I dumped out 5,000 shares. I'm still holding the 5,000 shares. So I'm from all the way from down here level. So I'm going to see how this is all going to shake out. So I scalped the nice 5,000 from pre-market. Now, pre-market is your friend, okay? So if you can get in there at 7 o'clock here, always look here for these pullbacks, okay? And then that's your buying opportunity, okay? So that's where I scalped that UCO there, okay, at that 32.95. Very, very good. And I dumped it out at 33.60, okay? So that was a really good trade for the day for a Monday. Now I'm still holding, but I got to see, maybe even after hours, I might dump that other 5,000 shares. I have to still see how the market in the future is open. But realistically, on a downside, watch these two key levels. This is that 83.21 and this 83.12, okay? If that is lost, we can look down to this 8 SMA here, 81.87, and possibly even down to your 80.51 here, which would be the bottom of that box, okay? So on the upside, watch that 84.49, and then next level is going to be that 85 level here. You have an 85.30, and then we even can come all the way up here to the 85.90 level if that's where we're going to go, okay? So that will be next. If it keeps on running, well, then we know where the target's going to go. You're going to go up to this 89, 85, 90 area, okay? But let's just take one level there at a time. RSI looking really good. MACD, your green over your red, very, very bullish. Okay, let's take a look here on a weekly and a monthly. Okay, here we have your monthly chart. Now, first thing we want to look at here is this MACD. Okay, so your green went up to the red, came on down. Now looks like it might want to cross above. If it can, you'll send these prices up right up there very, very easily. Okay, RSI looking very good. And now your candle here is above, obviously above your 8 SMA here, and it's above your 21 SMA here. Looking very, very bullish here on a weekly basis. Okay, now new week started this week here, so there's that nice green candle. Okay, so here, monthly basis. Okay, so here we have the weekly. I was pointing out this key level here, 82.84, because when it ran up here 2 weeks ago, where'd it go? Right into that 100-day. Last week, where'd it go? Right into the 100-day. Now this week, it jumped above that 100-day. That's always very bullish. As long as we can hold this 82.84 on a closing basis for the week, that's all the way till Friday, you're looking very, very bullish. Okay, so you want to look at the top. That's that 84.49 here, and then we can rally up these candles here. See, this is that 85.30, the 85 level is what we're looking at. Okay, doesn't necessarily have to get to 85.30 exactly, but the 85 level will be your next big resistance, and then we'll come up here. You have 87.83. You have 88.29, and then this is the candle we'll be looking for, 89.85 down the road. Okay, right on top of that. And then again, obviously, if it moves up here, well, we have targets up here. You have your 91.88, you have your 92.43, and then you can come all up here to your 95.03 there on oil. But that's a ways off here unless something really catalyst happens. Then she can zoom right up real quick. But right now, very, very bullish. Look at this 8 simple moving average, holding everything very, very nicely together. Now your 21-day is starting to roll back up. If you can get above that 50, we can take that price much higher. But watch this key 100 SMA on a closing basis for the week. Okay, that's all the way to Friday, 82.84. So even if it comes down and it goes down to the 8-day but closes back up, very, very bullish. Okay, so MACD looking very good. Green above your red shows really good momentum. RSI, plenty of room to run. Okay, let's take a look here on Neo Natty Gas. Okay, here we have natural gas. Now, I was always pointing out here, let's take a look at the weekly here first. Okay, is this 8 simple moving average? See that right there? Okay, when it ran up, where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Now, Friday, okay, well, actually, last week, I should say, it's a weekly chart. Last week, it closed back above this key 8 SMA here. So that could have been the bottoming situation. Now, well, look what we have is a candle here is above the 8 SMA. So this is what we want to watch by Friday, that it holds that 1.717. Very, very critical that it holds it, that it doesn't come that and come all the way down again. Now, it can come down there maybe say a day or two, but by Friday, you really want to have that closed above, okay? That is going to be very, very critical. Now, your MACD here, it looks like it's trying to want to cross here. If it does, that's very, very bullish. Your RSI, plenty of room to run here. You can go all the way up to the 70 level. Now, here on your daily chart here, this is what we're looking at, okay? So, Friday, we had a green candle. However, it made a lower low, finished green, but again, it held the 8 SMA here on a closing basis, but it could not close above that 21. Okay, so today, came all the way down, held that key level, and now she ran up very, very nicely. So the high was 1.853. Very, very nice, because now we're above all this resistance level here, 1.83. Very, very nice, okay? So again, we can look to the left, but realistically, this is your target right there, 1.897. So these usually the 50-day, especially on your, on your charts, your daily or your weekly chart, or even the monthly is even worse. But when you see this 50 SMA here and it's coming on the downside, okay, that's bearish. And what it does is when that candle comes on up here, it stops it just like a brick wall. Now, unless we get some kind of a catalyst where it can bust through, then we know where your target is at 2.0. But right now here, we got to really watch this here, this level here, 1.897. Okay, so I took 2 scalps here. I'm still holding another scalp here on the UNG. So it was really a good trading. I bought it at 14.65 in pre-market. It got as low as 14.54. I didn't get that, but I got the 14.65. I was more than satisfied with that, and then I dumped it out at 15.40. And I rebought it here, so I'm in at I think it was 15.20 area. Okay, so that's what I'm still holding. I'm going to see how the futures open if we can rip it up here to this 50 SMA level here. So we got to see, but this is going to be very, very strong resistance here. So if it comes up at that level here, maybe make sure that you want to probably take some off of there, unless you're a long-termer and you want to keep it on holding. But again, you want to take some off of there, because I think it's going to stop her dead in this track here and then come all the way on down, just like this 8 simple moving average did to all these candles here. Okay, so, but we got to see. Now, again, if we can break above, you have your 2.0 here. That's what we're looking for. That's basically the top of that candle. Then we have a lot of areas here. Okay, so then you have a 2.04, you have 2.10. We have, what do we have here? You have 2.12, but this is the candle you're looking for, 2.168. There's your gap, bottom line, and right here is your fill at 2.42. So gap, fill, but we have a lot of resistance here if we can get back above here, and then you can always head for that 100 SMA here. But chart's looking really good, bullish, very good on there, very bullish here. Green above your red shows good positive momentum. The only question is going to be what's it going to do at that 50. Now, on the downside, what do we want to watch? Watch the top of that candle, 1.83, and then watch the top of Friday's candle, 1.786. Right below that is we have this 1.76, that 21-day, and then we have our 8-day right below that at 1.72. Very, very critical. Now, it did not fill this gap, so we're looking at this 1.686, and then the top of that candle, 1.67. So that gap is not filled, but that's okay. Eventually, gaps get filled, but just maybe not today. Okay, so if we can get the strength going here, watch this key level, the 50. On the downside, watch this 21-day, watch that 8 SMA. Very, very simple. Okay, let's take a look here on the hourly and the 4-hour. Okay, here's we have is your 4-hour chart. Now, it really needed to hold this level right here, 1.83, and so far it is holding it. Okay, so now you can see where your price channel now is curling up here. Very, very nice. Now, it did not fill this gap, which I really like. If it does fill those gaps, that's always a lot better. But obviously, it didn't fill that gap, and now she just wants to run right on up. So on your hourly chart here, okay, same thing. We just, gapped right up here on that contract roll, and then we came all the way down sideways. But we did is, this is like an inverse head and shoulders, okay? So here's your head, there's your left shoulder, and there's your right shoulder, and then she blasted off. And right over, once you get it past that neckline area, then she ripped right up. So again, 1.853, that is going to be the key level, and then that 50 SMA there on your daily chart. Very, very crucial here. But right now, this is looking very, very bullish. We got to see it on the downside. Watch this 8 SMA. That's at 1.83. Pretty much lines up right here at this one point, this candle here at that 1.83. That's what you look. If that's lost, you can come all the way down here to this 1.786 level here. And then you could even come down here to these key simple moving averages. But we got to see how this is all going to shake out. Right now, we're holding very, very good. We have a nice, good, almost looks like a bull flag kind of a situation going here. So we got to see, again, if we can rip up here or if it's going to come down. So watch those futures at 6 p.m. tonight. Going to be very, very critical. Okay, that's what I got for you on Yo Crude Ski and a Natty Gas. I'll be back tomorrow morning before 8 o'clock, and we'll do it all over again. Thanks for watching.